Yeah, I just got 5 free MacBooks from a really friendly guy on Marketplace. So in this video, I want to figure out just how much computer you can get for free $99. I'll test if they work, and if they don't, I'll try to fix them. I hope you enjoy. So let's bring in the first Mac. This one has no screws and it's missing the toolbar or whatever it's called. From the looks of it, it seems to be a MacBook Air, although I'm not sure which generation. Everything is soldered to the board, so it should have RAM and a hard drive. Yeah, alright, on to the next one. This is a 15-inch. It seems to be in quite good shape. The display is pristine. Nice. Let's open it up. It looks pretty inside as well, although we are missing RAM and a hard drive. I do think I have some replacement RAM lying around that we could try. We should make a note. MacBook Pro, 15-inch, no RAM and no hard drive. Next. So this is a 13-inch, also a MacBook Pro. The keyboard looks fine, also the display. Just imagine if I could get them all to work. That'd be so cool. Free Macs for everyone. Maybe some of you. So all of the feet are missing though. That usually implies that it's been used a lot. Alright, let's see. So we have the CD drive, but again we're missing RAM and a hard drive. I'll have to look for some old RAM sticks. I should have a good handful lying around. Next. So this is a 15-inch again. It feels suspiciously light. That's probably not a good sign. It's a bit more beat up than the rest. The keyboard bulges upwards, which might be caused by a bad battery, I think. Oh, and the hinge is a little loose. Oops. And open. Yeah, we are definitely missing a battery. Also the hard drive and also the CD drive. But it does have RAM installed. Nice. So how much is here? 2 2GB sticks. Alright, let's put that back. MacBook Pro, no battery, no CD drive, no hard drive, but plus RAM. Yay. Here we have yet another 15-inch, which feels a lot heavier, so that's good. It's in rather good shape. Oh, the hinge is a little loose. Let's open it up. So we do have the CD drive, but no hard drive. Oh, the RAM is there, and so's the battery. Nice. Okay, so it's only 2 2GB sticks, but I do have some 4GB sticks that should be the same. We'll figure out whether that works in a moment. MacBook Pro, 15-inch, no SSD. Alright, final one. This too is a 15-inch. Same story, no RAM and no hard drive. Let's try and put in the sticks we removed before. I know it's a shot in the dark, but we might as well try, right? I have Fedora Workstation on this USB from a last video, so let's just go with that for testing. Even though none of the system have hard drives, they should just be able to run on the USB in a live session. So let's plug it into the MacBook Air with the missing toolbar cover. Hooray! We got the chime and I can select EFI boot. Start Fedora. There's the logo, good. And we're in. Welcome to Fedora Linux. Thanks, but not now. Open settings so we can find out what this MacBook is. Well, it's not exactly fast. System. You can really hear the fan is ramping up now. Okay, about. Alright, we got a MacBook Air 3.2 with the Intel Core Duo and 4GB of RAM. The audio works. Anyway, on to the next one. This is one of the 15-inches. And these models have Ethernet ports, which is very handy. Oh, it's beeping. That's probably the RAM, right? Let's return to that one in a bit. So this is the 13-inch Pro. It won't turn on. It's not even giving the RAM beeps. I guess I need to do a bit more troubleshooting with this one. Let's move on. Another 15-inch. Let's see. A chime, hooray! So the webcam light is on, that's weird. It doesn't find the USB. I guess I can just try another port. Okay, second try, and yay! Start Fedora. Oh, we got a logo. Okay, this one feels really snappy. I wonder what we have here. System, about. Oh, we got a MacBook 9.1 with the Core i7 and the 8 gigs of RAM that we installed. That's insane. That means it's a mid-2012 model. We can certainly do some stuff with this one. Why not try streaming some YouTube videos? Foci, will I show up? Yes, nice. Audio works. Let's try 1440p. Oh, no problem at all for this one. 4K perhaps? Even 4K. That's so cool. Crab Rave, why not? Awesome. Let's move on. But that was great. Okay, so this is the one that was basically missing everything except RAM. Moment of truth. It actually works. I didn't expect that, to be honest. It's really wonky though. Audio works. Settings. This one is definitely a lot slower. System, about. Okay, we got a MacBook 5.4 with the Core 2 Duo and 4 gigs of RAM. That means it's from 2009, so the slowness makes sense, I suppose. I'm curious what kind of Linux distro would suit this. Try YouTube again, Foci, 1080p maybe? I'm quite excited. So this is a Retina MacBook Pro. This one being that's totally fine, cool. 1440p. Right now it has Big Sur installed, which is yeah, a bit sluggish, but that would also be pushing it. Still, 1080p is quite smooth. That's kinda amazing for a 16-year-old computer. Let's look up the serial on the one that made the RAM beeps. I am human, yes. Put that there. Okay, so it's a mid-2011 model, and it uses 1066 MHz DDR3. I do have some of that lying around. Yeah, so I should probably unplug the battery, but I just can't be bothered, sorry. Anyway, I just cleaned the RAM slots, and now I have a little handful of sticks to try. This is a 1 gig stick. Let's see, let's connect the power. Oh, it works, nice. Let's try a single 2 gig stick. That works too, okay. Now for the real test, 2 gig sticks. Yes, let's go. Alright, let's see. Connect the power and it boots. And it recognizes the USB. Oh, what? I think it's frozen. Turn it off and back on. The golden trick. Yep, it worked. System, about. Okay, it's a MacBook 6.2 with an i5 and 4 gigs of RAM. Audio works. YouTube, Foci, 1080p. Comes with a lot of improvements. Oh, and I've never used Fedora, by the way, so I'm quite excited. Smooth baby. 1440p? And the like. Second thing was me trying Fedora for the first time. Totally fine too. 4K, really? Prefer it over Linux Mint. I'll certainly make an update video in a few weeks, as there's a lot of things. Yeah, okay, it's a bit laggy, but honestly not bad. That's kinda insane. Crab Rave for good measure? Hell yeah. And that was the last Mac. So to summarize, we tested 5 MacBooks. 1 MacBook Air 3.2 from 2010 and 4 MacBook Pros. 3 of them are 15-inch models, the oldest being from 2009 and the newest from mid-2012. But the latter has a pretty nice i7 processor. Finally, I couldn't get the 13-inch MacBook Pro to work, but looking up the serial I found it's a mid-2012 model as well, but it just wouldn't turn on. The charger lights up when I plug it in, and the battery indicator on its side also works. Still, we got no beeps or anything, it just wouldn't boot. If you know why, please let me know in the comments. So obviously I didn't do full Linux installs in this video, but if you want to see these Macs getting cleaned up, dusting and applying new thermal paste, and restored with the Linux distro, please let me know in the comments. Also, which distros do you recommend? And feel free to tell me about your old Mac projects. I'm very curious to hear. Of course, you can also consider joining the community Discord. The link is here and in the description. We're already a lot of people in there. And I'm very excited about chatting to you guys directly. So you can use the Discord to get to me directly with feedback, ideas, or any and all questions really. But it's also a place for you to talk to other members of a small growing community. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.